Alright, Chief Capers, Society Hill Police Department. We're down here we're in Marlboro County, halfway between Society Hill and Bennettsville. We're at AMI Camp, Bennettsville. We're actually at Camp 2. Camp 1 is down, it's been occupied. Camp 2 hasn't been occupied in about going on almost 5 years. Alright, they have a full setup here. They got an educational building. In this educational building, they got the wood, Votech wood shop down there on the end. Here inside, they got different classrooms, or rooms that could be used as classrooms, which, we developed a program where we break, the young men down into different areas, classrooms, so we can teach them different, male and female bathrooms.
So 20 over here and 20 over there.
20 over here, 20 over there. And again, another kitchen. Just had to probably put the kitchen and stuff back together. The kitchen they put the wood shop. They come down and they're building things down here, little different projects and stuff. Great place, they just fix it up, clean it up. It's owned by AMI, which is a non-profit organization. Last year or 2 years ago, the 4th Solicitor's Office used this camp, and they gave donations to AMI to kind of help them with their budgets and everything. And will be the ideal thing to do and fair thing to do, to help them out because, the facilities are there. They really can't, just charge for it because they're a non-profit organization. But, helping them out and, creating that partnership because there's some things that we can do here that probably can help them and their young men that they have over here at Camp 1. So, be a good idea, nature. Matter of fact, we was talking about clearing some space off and doing some planting a garden out here. Teach the young men how to grow their own food.
AMI is what organization?
American Marine Institute. They're based out of Florida. Non-profit organization and what they do. Kids that have been in the judicial system that have received some type of adjudication, they get sent here versus getting sent to prison.
I'm here at very short notice, and I don't have a speech prepared, and that's good in a sense, because I like to do things from my heart. I was invited by a very good friend of mine, David Marcy. I've known him for like 30 years, to come to this area and, take a look at housing around here and try to offer my services as developing a company in this town as I have in my home. I started out as a carpenter, a young carpenter, and I developed a business, a very good business, and it's grown to the point I've employed my 3 sons. This is one of my sons here, the other 2 sons on here. And I think more than the business, I like to try to focus on the exposure that I had as a young man and the ability to have a vision and have somebody spend time with me and give me the opportunity, like the opportunity being presented to you all. In thinking of that, I'm really blessed in a sense to have taken advantage of that and have that kind of exposure. A lot of us haven't had that kind of exposure, and I'm sure there's an opportunity to give you that kind of exposure. Okay, but you as an individual, you got to be hungry. My life, Laquan Burrows. This is David Marcy. This is my son Egypt. And police was here, but he left. So Chief Capers, he's not with us. We interviewed him earlier. The camp that we're probably going to be using is a camp in the back. There's two sites. This is one site, and the site in the back is the other site. And we're trying to get the kids and bring kids up here, get them out in an environment, and spend some time with them, teach them skills. We have a lot of ideas we're trying to put together. The area is big enough. Everybody knows how to do contracting. We're probably going to try to build some prefab houses and sell them off, take donations and use that. Probably going to build some sheds, whatever that we can do to get the kids' minds motivated and teach them work skills. And this has been like a 30-year friend of mine, David Marcy, and he's, been at my side and been helping me. Matter of fact, let me set up my first office in White Plains. And we're just putting ideas together. And I'll let him speak to you. He actually lives down here, and I'll be down here more often to work together to build this program. But this is the start. It's a beautiful site. We've walked up through the back. There's lakes, there's water all around, there's fishing. This is more than I could ever have dreamed of. And I wanted to do a camp since I was like 15 years old. And it's unbelievable for me to be here doing this right now. And I'm happy about it. It's gorgeous. Trees, the weather's beautiful. I'll let David speak.
Like my friend here, Laquan Burrows stated, we've been friends for many years in New York, and I came here about a year and a half ago to work for State Representative Robert Williams, who owns the Fatherhood and Families Engagement Program, which is it started as a mentoring, and we pretty much expanded it for other things. And Mr. Burrows has been doing construction for many, many years, and he's very proficient in his craft. And I felt that it was a great idea to have him to come down here to just take a look at what's going on and to see if it's something that he's interested in. And I am truly happy to know that he is interested in partnering with us to help out. This is something that Chief Casey Capers of Society Hill, the Chief of Society Hill Police Department, approached our organization to pretty much partner with him to start a program for these youth who are incarcerated here at the camp. Our goal is to, once they get out of incarceration, is to prevent recidivism. We don't want them to go back into the same environment that they were in the beginning. We want to offer various things for them to do, various trades, the construction piece being one, because once you build something, then you can look at what you've done and take it to another level. And we want to just help these kids, whatever they want to do, to better themselves, to keep them from going back into the system. That's one of our goals. And we are looking at providing various programs to assist them in their endeavors. And we are very blessed to have the opportunity. We appreciate and thank the state of South Carolina for allowing us this parcel of property to see our dreams come true with what we want to do. And some of these kids, even when they go back to school, if they have problems in school and they get expelled, we're going to bring them to the camp over the weekends, and we're going to have them getting involved in tutorial programs and things that's going to help them to further their education. So we thank you for listening to what we had to say, and if you have any other questions, you can reach us here at Fatherhood and Families Engagement. Our phone number here is 843 area code 413-2790. Thank you very much.
He's getting sent to prison.
I'm here at very short notice, and I don't have a speech prepared, and that's good in a sense, because I can do things from my heart. Working in business, I like to try to focus on the exposure that I had as a young man. ability to have a vision and have somebody spend time with me and give me the opportunity, like the opportunity to be presented to you all. In thinking of that, I'm really blessed in a sense to have taken advantage of that and have that kind of exposure. A lot of us haven't had that kind of exposure, and I'm sure there's an opportunity to give you that kind of exposure. Okay, but you as an individual, you got to be hungry. You got to